Hey guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel, and today I'm gonna talk about auto layouts. Okay guys, so what is the need of auto layouts? So first of all, before going on the topic, just try to understand what is the need of auto layout, okay, and why we need to use while developing the projects. Okay, so guys, basically what is here for right now, there is nothing. Okay, so there is a view controller and there is a view, that is our root view. Okay, now let's say guys, we have two text fields. So let me take two text fields. So guys, this is our one text field, and let me increase the width here. Okay, so this is like this, and let me copy and paste it once again, and this is what. Okay, now guys, I want to give some hint text placeholder. Okay, like enter email id. Okay, and here we want password from the user. Okay, enter password like this. And guys, I want to give a label here. Okay, so let me take one label here, and this label I'm going to say login or sign. Okay, so this is our screen basically guys, and I want it to be center. Okay, so I'm going to making it center. Okay, so if you want to increase the font, then you can increase the font from here. Okay, now guys, this is our view which we have created for right now. And guys, I want to put a button. Okay, so button, and I want to put it in the left, right corner. Okay, right bottom. So this button I want to give as login. Okay, and in the same way I'm going to take another button for the sign up. Okay, so let me take the button for sign up here, and guys, this is for the sign up, so let me take as sign up. Okay, I hope clear to you what I'm trying to do here. And guys, let me change the text color as white. Okay, and let me change the background also. So I want to give the background as let me take custom color. Okay, so this is our green, and yep, and let me increase the font size also here. This is our login button, and I want to cover it as the center of the screen, and in the same way I want to give the background, I want to give the text color as white, and I want to give the background as blue. Okay, and let me increase the font also, so, and let me make it as up to here. Okay, now guys, this is our screen. Okay, now let me run it on the XR, and then I will show you on the 5S device and see what happens. So guys, as you can see, our application up and running. So guys, as you can see, we have our login design. Okay, a basic login design. Okay, so there are two buttons, login and sign up. Okay, now let me run it on the 5S device. Okay, so guys, our application is up and running on the 5S device. So guys, as you can see, the whole button are gonna disappear, and guys, our label is here instead of the center of the screen, and guys, our text fields are look like this. Okay, so this is the problem guys, if you are not using auto layouts. Okay guys, so today I'm gonna tell you how you can justify your screen for the different devices. Okay, like 5S. So if you are making a design and it is supporting the 5S, and it is also looking good at the XR, then all the middle range of the phones or middle range of the screen gonna support them, that UI. Okay, so there will not be problem. Okay, but if your application is working on the XR but it is not working on the 5S, then it will create the problem for all the middle devices. Okay, so guys, how we can resolve this problem? Okay, so be careful about it guys, very important topic is going on. Okay, so this is the auto layout. Okay, now guys, For this, what you will do guys, first of all you will select your label. Okay, so you will select your label, and let's say we want to make in the center of the screen these three things we want in the center of the screen. Then how we can do it guys? Very simple. Just select your first label, then press command button and select your text field and another text field. Okay, after selecting these, just go on the editor, and here you will find the embed, and within the embed in you can find the view. So just embed all the required views into a single view. Okay, so guys, as you can see, this is our view. I hope clear to you. So now as you can see guys, this is the parent view, and within this parent view there are some child views like label, your text views. Okay guys, now we want to give some constraints. Okay guys, so auto layout constraints we want to give. How we can give? So first constraint what I want to give to a view, to this root view, this should be within the center of the screen, so that we can say these three things are in the center of the screen. Okay, so what we can do, we can just simply put the view into the center of the screen. Okay, so how we can do it? Just select your view, go here. Okay, select here, and here you can give the horizontally in container. Okay, so it will be horizontally center in our screen. Okay, so if I give a constraint to the view, then as you can see guys, it is showing a middle line. Okay, so this is the first constraint. But whenever you are going to give the constraints, then you should have to give x and y position, right? So if I click on this arrow, then it is clearly saying please provide the x position or width of the view. Are you getting my point guys? So we have just given the x position. Okay, and what we have not given the y position. Okay, so how we can give? Guys, how we can give? Very simple. So what I will do guys, I will go here now, add new constraint. Okay, and here as you can see guys, we can give the constraints from the top, left, right and bottom. Okay, so what actually it is required for right now, it is asking for the x position. Okay, and or width. So guys, I am going to give the width. Okay, not x position, because I have already defined it should be in the middle of the screen. Okay, but right now I am giving the width. Okay, so how we can give the width guys? Very simple. Just select it, and now there are two ways to, you can give the fixed width or you can give some dynamic width. Like I want to say it should be start from the 0 space with the left and 0 space with the right. Okay, so it will automatically occupy a width. I hope clear to you what I'm trying to say here. So guys, I have given two things, first x position, second width. Now what it is asking here, now it is asking for the y position or height. Okay, so it is asking for y position and height. So let's give the y position. Okay, so guys, I want this view in the center of the screen. This means that it should be within the center of the x and y. Okay, so I need to give the vertically center. Okay, so what I will do, I will select the view. Okay, very simple guys, select the view, and if you want to make it a center, just click on the vertically in container and click OK. Okay, so this is the first thing. Now it is asking for the height. Okay, so guys, now we want to define the height. Okay, so there are two ways. First one, just give the height as fixed. Okay, and another one is what, let it be decide the height on the basis of inner content. Okay, so let me remove the height constraints. So guys, you can see all the constraints from here. Okay, so these are the properties and these are the constraints of a view. Okay, so there are some constraints as you can see guys. So I have given the y, center y and center x, and I have given the leading spacing and the trailing spacing. Are you getting my point? Now I need to give the height. Okay, so there are two ways. You can give the fixed height, or you can let it be decided by the inner views. Okay, so for right now I'm going to give a fixed width. Okay, So let me take it as fixed height, okay. Now the next thing is what, guys, we have given constraints to the parent view, but we have not given the to the child views, okay. So I need to give the constraint to the child views also. Clear to you what I'm trying to say here? Now guys, let's say I want to make this label in the center of the parent view, okay. So how we can do it, guys? Very simple. Just click on this once again and click on the horizontally in the container and just click on the OK. Okay, so it will gonna add one constraint, okay. Now guys, I think now it is going to ask for the Y position, okay. So let me define the Y position. So guys, I want a 20 space from the top, okay, but from which view? From our parent view, okay. So be careful about it, guys. I am talking about the parent view, okay. So what is our parent view? This view, okay. So let me give 20 space from the top. So guys, as you can see, I have given the Y position also, okay, of this view. So this is our X position and this whole thing is Y position. I hope clear to you. Now guys, I have given constraints to the label, okay. Now let me give constraint to the text field also, okay. So I want to give the text field constraints as like I want to give the, and guys, one more thing, we have not specified the height and width for the label, okay. And actually this is not compulsory, but if you are using a view, then you should have to define the height and width of that view and also X and Y position. Are you getting my point? So it will automatically takes the width on the basis of text, okay. I hope clear to you what I'm trying to say here, okay. Now next is, and the same whatever we have learned about the labels, that will also applicable for our text fields, okay. Now let me apply the constraints for our this text field, okay. So how we can apply, guys? So what actually we want to do, we want to give 20 space from the top of the label and 20 from the right and 20 from the left. So how we can do it, guys? Very simple. Just click on this pin button and give 20 from the top, 20 from the left and 20 from the right, okay. And just click on the add three constraints, okay. So why? Because we are adding three constraints, okay. So I hope you can able to understand, okay. And guys, make sure whenever you are giving two constraints, then this should be unchecked, okay. So let me add the constraint. So guys, as you can see, we have applied the constraints, okay. Now the same constraint I want to apply for this text field, okay. So let me apply for this text field also. So I hope now, guys, clear to you what I'm trying to do here, okay. So here our view is there and there is a label and there are two text fields, okay. Now we want to give, okay, so let me run it first of all and then I will show you what is the benefit of the constraints, okay. Auto layout constraints. So guys, now as you can see, it is looking quite good on the 5S, and now let me run it on the same application on the XR and see how is it going to look on the both devices, okay. So guys, as you can see on the both devices, it is looking quite good. And guys, as you can see, it is maintaining the constraints here, okay. So 20 from the left, 20 from the right, and here also it is maintaining the same property, okay. And as you can see, guys, there is a equal spacing between this label and the text field and also between these text fields, okay. And also it is applying here, okay. I hope clear to you guys what I'm trying to say here. Now guys, there is a problem, that is what, because our XR height is more, that's why our buttons are at the bottom, but this is the height of the 5S device is not enough, that's why the buttons are going to be disappear. Are you getting my point? So how we can apply the constraints to the you know what, these buttons, okay. Let's see. So what actually we want to do, we want to put this button in the you know what, right bottom. So how we can do it, guys? Just click on this button, add new constraints, and guys, here I want to give a space of 0 from the right and 0 from the bottom, okay. So let me choose the bottom. And guys, one more thing here, be careful about it. So if you click on this arrow, then it's gonna show you two things. Why? Because this button is the child of, you know what, this button, this login button is the child of safe area. Are you getting my point? So whenever you are applying the constraints, make sure most of the times you should have to give the constraints from the safe area, not from the root view. Okay, why? Because our XR devices or our X devices are going to support notch screen. Okay, so your content should not go on the notch. Okay, that's why we need to give the constraints from the safe area most of the times. Okay, now guys, okay, so let me apply the constraint here. So guys, here I'm gonna apply the constraints as 0 from the right and 0 from the bottom, but from the safe area. Okay, in the both cases, as you can see guys, as you can see. Okay, now let me add two constraints here. Okay, and in the same way I want to apply for the this sign up button from the left and from the bottom. I hope clear to you what I'm trying to say here. Okay, now fine. So I have applied what is the problem here guys? Okay, so I have given 20 from the bottom, I think. Okay, so let me remove it, let me make it as 0. And guys, one more thing, I want to give the equal height, means I want to give the width, sorry, I want to give the width, and one more thing, I have given the 20, right? Let me make it as 0. And guys, I want to give the equal width to both buttons. Okay, so how we can do it guys? Let's now guys, be careful about it. It is very important step which I am going to perform. What I will do is, first of all, I will select my button which I want to give the width, and I want to give the width in the proportional of our screen. Are you getting my point? Means, let's say if our screen width is 200, then I want to give the button's width as 100, means half of the screen. Then how we can do it guys? So what is the screen width guys? Whatever the width of safe area, right? Are you getting my point? So whatever the width of safe area, I want to give the half of the safe area to the sign up. Okay, so how we can do it guys? Just press your sign up button. Okay, select your sign up button from here or from here. Okay, and after selecting, press Control. Okay, and left click on the your trackpad and just drag and drop on the safe area. Okay, so if you drag and drop on the safe area, then it's going to show equal widths, equal heights, constraints. Okay, and there are horizontal and vertical spacing. So guys, let's select equal width. Okay, so guys, as you can see, now the sign up button is covering whole safe area width. Okay, I hope clear to you what I'm trying to say here guys. Now let me increase 1 point more for this font. Okay, so it is quite good now guys, but this is what guys, this is the equal of the our safe area, right? If I am going on the constraints, so as you can see guys, there are equal width. Okay, but what I want to do guys, I want to give the half, right? So what I will do, I will click on this equal width constraints and there are multiplier. Okay, so let's say if the safe area is 200, then if we multiply by 1, then the amount will be 200, means the width is occupied by sign up button is 200, right? But what we want to half, right? So what I will do guys, I will give the multiplier as half. So whenever I will multiply 0.5 with the 200, then it's get 100. Okay, so now guys, as you can see, it is occupying the half of the screen. Okay, and the same thing guys, I can apply for the login button. Okay, so what you will do guys, you will just press Control, select your login button, and you will drag and drop on the save area. You will select the equal width and you will give the half of the screen. Okay, so this is one way. And guys, if you have given the width to the sign up button and you want to give the same equal width to our login button, right? So I have we have seen one approach, but I'm going to show you one more another approach. Okay, so if you having any view and you want to give the equal width to the another view, then guys, just select your view which you want to give the width. Okay, I mean button. Okay, and just drag and drop on the button from which you want to give the width. Okay, so if we want to give the width equal to the sign up button, then you can drag and drop on the sign up button. Okay, so as you can see guys, now it is asking for the equal width. You can do from the this screen, UI screen, or you can do the same thing from here also. So just click on the select login button, press Ctrl, select left button of the trackpad, okay, and drag and drop on the sign up button, and it is asking for the horizontal spacing or vertical spacing. Guys, it is nothing horizontal spacing or nothing vertical spacing, just it is very closely we have seen the top top margins from here. So if we click on this, then it is going to show the top space, left space. So this is what, that is what here. Okay, so if you want to align the baseline, you can give the constants from here. Guys, very simple, just you need to do the practice. You need to design the complex screens so that you can understand what is the use of auto layouts. Okay, now guys, we are going to give the equal widths. Okay, so let me give the equal widths, and guys, as you can see, now it is, now both buttons are taking same equal widths of the screen. Okay, and if you want to make the height also equal, then you can select your button, just press, and you can put on any one of the button. Okay, and you can select equal heights, so the equal heights will be applied here. Okay, so if you go on the constraints, so as you can see guys, there are equal widths to the login and equal height to the login. As you can see guys, so there are constraints. Okay, so there is a proportional width also, okay, and that is related to safe area. But if I click on this login button, then you can see there are no any proportional width, and the width is equals to the sign up button. Okay, so let me run it on the 5S and see what happens. Okay, if we run on the both devices. So guys, as you can see, this is the view on our 5S device. Now let me run on XR device. Okay, and let me show you what is the impact is going on XR. Okay, so let me run it on the XR. So guys, as you can see, this is the view on the XR, and these are quite similar to each other. Okay, so guys, this is the way how you can use the auto layouts, and guys, this is the very useful concept while developing the apps. Okay, so you should have to design your apps or screens so that it can support multiple devices. It can target maximum number of devices. Okay, and it is possible if you are designing your layouts with the help of auto layouts. And so this is going to help you design and support multiple devices, okay, for your activities or view controllers. Okay, so guys, I hope I was able to teach you some about auto layouts. Okay guys, and maybe I will create the next video for only the designing purpose, and we will see auto layout once again in the next video also. Okay, so you can consider it as the part 1, and we will see in the part 2 with the some more layout constraints of the auto layout. Okay guys, and guys, if you really like this video, then hit the like button and share with your friends. And guys, if you are having any problem, if you are facing any issue, like you are not understanding the auto layouts and you are very new and you want some steps for the auto layout, you want to know, then you can just personally message or you can comment. I will provide you some my contact details. Okay, so guys, please comment in the comment section, and guys, subscribe my channel if you didn't subscribe yet, and press the bell icon for the new videos. Okay guys, thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Happy coding.